So there's been a few updates. If people don't follow my Instagram, there's been a few updates. I've made Ravana here, the future wife of Kang, or lost lover, or whatever version of her, because there's like 100 different versions of her, just like Kang. I have Airwalker. I did get, for anyone who does follow my Instagram was wondering, I did manage to melt the wings there. You can see on the shadow there that they're translucent. They smoothed out really good. There's some bubbles in the back, but it doesn't really bother me. I obviously went more MCU looking for him. I used a Adam Warlock body. Yeah, I've got Red Ghost and Quasimodo and Mole Man. Quasimodo, for anyone who doesn't know, one of the 3 to 4 main AIs that the Mad Thinker built, including Dragon Man, Awesome Android, Quasimodo. But Quasimodo, I don't think he's appeared in the comics anytime recently. I think he's just, classic. Yeah, I put my black suit Spider-Man here. I think he looks really good next to the blue Fantastic Four, like the 60s themed. I got in Herbie, and I have Luke Cage here. This is another question. Everything on this shelf is a mix of comic and MCU. Some of them skew a little more comic than MCU, but all of them, because I typically use classified parts, they end up with live action style detailing on them. I mean, even the Ben Grimm back there, he still has realistic texture to his pants and everything just from using the classified parts. But I picked up, because I have my first appearance Luke Cage, right? I picked up another one because Ollie's just got 3 of the Mindless One figures in. The Luke Cage and the Ninja Daredevil and the Ninja itself. But I picked up another one, and I'm not sure, this is the costume he wore for the very, very brief time he was with the Fantastic Four. I'm not even sure I really wanted him up here, but I'm not quite sure that he matches aesthetic-wise. So I kind of wanted opinions on whether he works here or not. Because like I said, there are characters that are more comic accurate, but they still have, actual fabric detailing and such. So maybe I just got to go in and edit some bits of this Luke Cage. Maybe switch out the head or something. Because I thought about getting the Netflix one, but then this one showed up, and it's cheaper than the Netflix one would be. So yeah, and as much as I want, so obviously I made Quasimodo. I want Awesome Android on this shelf, and I want Dragon Man on this shelf. I didn't order the new Dragon Man. I was like, well, How much is he going for? Well, over $100. I was like, okay. Well, since this is a mix of MCU, maybe the old Toy Biz Dragon Man would work. So I looked him up. He's going for the same price. And I was like, well, if I'm going to pay the same price, I'd rather have the comic one. But that won't be for a while. And then Awesome Android. Well, I could build him on a Hulk body, and maybe I'll end up doing that. Canonically, he's supposed to be 15 feet tall. And if he's 15 feet tall, then he needs to be built on the same body I've got Groot going on. This Hulk body. Which is an expensive body to pick up. So I don't know what I'm going to do about Awesome Android either. Because again, I could just get a Hulk body and build him, and he'd be big enough. He'd be... Let's see here. I mean, he'd be a decent size comparatively, but I mean, most of the time, he's not drawn like he's 15 feet tall. He's drawn like 12 feet tops. Most of the time, he's like 9 feet, it looks like. So, like, it works. Plus, I doubt if they ever brought him into the MCU, which I highly doubt, he probably wouldn't be as big as he's supposed to be. If we ever got to see a character like big like that, probably be maybe Ultimo. But, I mean, we got to see a really big Galactus, but... yeah, so... yeah, new ones. Yeah, Red Ghost, Small Man, Airwalker, Ravonna, Luke Cage. Alright, and I'm still working on a ton more, obviously. Like, I haven't lost the phase hasn't left me yet to work on something else, so... this shelf is getting too small, though. So, I'll talk to you later.